I welcome here today Dr. Saba Memon, a great performer and a top rank holder of the most difficult exam of postgraduate medical entrance, that is the AIPG. She has scored rank 1 in AIPG 2014 and also scored rank 1 in Maharashtra CET 2014. Congratulations, Dr. Saba. How do you feel?
Thanks a lot. It's an amazing feeling. Like you actually feel you've reached the top of the world. I just can't describe it in words.
Great. That's too modest of you and too miser on words. You can definitely open your heart with us and tell us. As we all know, Saba has been a student of DAMS in one of the classroom courses in Mumbai. She comes from Seth GS Medical College and KEM Hospital, Mumbai. So, Dr. Saba, you give the credit for this performance to whom?
My parents and definitely DAMS. And probably a little to my hard work as well.
That's too modest of you. You see, the hard work is the key to success of all the things. But nice to know that. Well, I'll go a little focused on questions now. Can you just tell us what subjects to concentrate while you're preparing for the toughest exam like PGME?
Probably I concentrated basically on subjects like pathology, pharmacology, physiology and PSM. These were the subjects which I actually prepared from start to end, probably giving them a little bit more time than the others because I thought it formed a base level. And probably even, yes, microbiology as well.
Okay. Well, kindly tell us something about your time that you spent in the classroom course in DAMS.
Well, I could say it was one of the most useful things which I actually did in internship, that is joining DAMS. It was like if I had, it gave me the direction without which I would have just been sailing in a sea not knowing how to reach the end. So, yeah.
Okay, so that's, you see, when you're preparing for a tough exam like postgraduate medical entrance, time management is the key to things, and associating yourself with mentors like Delhi Academy of Medical Science definitely helps you. So you can spread a little light on how did it help you, after you have joined DAMS?
Basically, after joining DAMS, there is something like I had a basic knowledge which I had from my level of MBBS. Then I prepared from guidebooks. But eventually, to know which topics to focus on in guidebooks, to know which things to read, it's like when DAMS is the thing when it comes to knowing what to ask. Like if you really think you want to join AIPG, there are new questions, there are numericals, there are numbers. Without probably DAMS visual treat, DAMS last looks, I guess reaching this would have been really difficult. It is like you prepare up to a level and leave the rest to DAMS. They'll take you there.
That's great. Well, any particular thing that comes to your mind, that has helped you while you were preparing and you were in DAMS?
Probably the faculty, which was amazing. Like I had joined a classroom course, so basically all the doubts which I had, all the difficult questions which I had, they used to guide me there. The material which was provided, like DAMS physiology notes, DAMS anesthesia notes, were like beyond anything. DAMS last looks was something which I used to actually made it a point to revise it almost every day during the last few days of my examination. And DAMS visual treat ophthalmology, obstetrics and gynecology was excellent, and radiology to be specific. They were like awesome.
So now that you've mentioned about the books, I would like to know any other particular books you would refer while you were preparing?
Basically, I had prepared from guidebooks because in the internship it is difficult to read your textbooks. So I had focused on guidebooks, but then as I said, I left the rest to DAMS.
Well, that's great. Any specific pattern of study did you follow or do you propose while somebody is preparing for the tough exam like postgraduate medical entrance?
See, basically, the key to cracking this exam is to have a cool mind at the time of an exam, and what really matters is your preparation. So during your preparation, you have to have a certain base knowledge. It is utmost important to revise. I cannot use words which will tell you how much important it is to revise. Like if I were to study something, I made it a point that within 24 hours, if I do not revise this, I won't read anything else. So basically, what I would suggest to anybody else is stick to revision. As much as you can, you need to revise. Secondly, try and give tests. Like DAMS online tests, they were like really great. You need to give tests. They will cover all those topics which you haven't studied. And yeah, basically.
Okay. So what difference did you notice or did you feel in yourself, before joining DAMS and after you had, finished the course with us?
probably the difference in level of confidence which I had, probably I thought, yeah, I do have a chance now that I have joined such an esteemed institution.
So, do you propose any perfect mix to crack postgraduate medical entrance exam?
There is no substitute to hard work. Do study as much as you can. As I would tell you, it is very important that when you are studying something, you don't study to just finish it off. You study to find out what you need to revise next. As I say, there is nothing more important than revision, nothing more important than knowing what you want to read in the last few days. And definitely please put DAMS last looks and DAMS visual treat as a must read during the last few days before your exam.
So, what you want to say here is that after joining DAMS, you got more focused and more result oriented.
Right, exactly.
Right. So, how did the interaction with faculty help you in your preparation?
Basically, I told you, without that, I was like sailing in a sea, not knowing where to go. So, basically, they guided me at every step.
Well, now that you have been telling us so wisely about how to prepare and what to do, any suggestions for time management for preparation?
Basically, if you have, there is no substitute to hard work, no substitute to revision, but then time management is the key when it comes to preparing for AIPG. Specifically, if you're doing internship and you want to crack it at the same attempt, do like allot days. I had allotted like 10 days for most of the subjects, exceeding to 15 days for long subjects. And these 10 days also I had actually divided as 7 days per subject, like literally 1 week per subject. And at the end of the week, there used to be a classroom course. So basically, I had oriented my studies with DAMS. Like if DAMS were have to have a classroom course of anatomy, I would study anatomy for the whole week and then attend the classes. And in this study of anatomy also, probably I would study for first 3-4 days and solve MCQs for the next 3 to 4 days. So basically, allot yourself time, stick to your time management. It is very important to know how many days you are lagging behind schedule. So basically, that is how it works.
Okay, so I think that has really worked wonders for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Now I come back to ask you a little about your future. What branch do you wish to specialize in?
Medicine.
Why medicine?
I just love it. I don't know.
That's too wonderful, and people like you with such performance should definitely go to medicine. So what difference did it make in your preparation? Talking to these faculty and sharing your doubts with them.
Basically, as I said again, they guided me at every step. They solved all my difficult MCQs. They helped me in focusing on which topics should I be focusing on.
Right. Any tips would you like to give to aspiring people who are preparing for PGME?
Basically, that's what I would say to anybody who wants to crack this exam. You need to revise. You need to have certain amount of base books which you need to study. You need to keep revising them. You need to keep giving tests. You need to definitely read last looks and DAMS visual treat, and please entrust your everything rest to DAMS. They definitely know how to reach there.
Any recommendations for PG aspirants?
DAMS, that's it, start and end of it.
So thank you very much, and I congratulate once again Dr. Saba Memon here on scoring rank 1 in AIPG 2014 and also rank 1 in Maharashtra CET. Wish you all the best in life and God bless you.
Thank you.